Thank you.
I forgot that penguin does that each time. Hello, everyone. Oh my. Let me turn it down a bit. There we go. Hopefully the music's at an okay volume. If it's too loud, let me know. We can adjust it. Right. Who have we got here? Colton, hello. Real fans, hello. Saeed, welcome to the stream. A little loud, is it? A little loud? It's always different for anyone. It depends if you're watching on your phone, your TV. Sometimes people are like, I can't even hear it. What about now? Music alright? Cedric, good to see you here, man. How's it going, Kobe? We got Sequential here. Sequential Archic, hello. Hello there. Louder than normal, but not too loud. Okay. No, yeah, the audio... Alright, that should be alright. Let me turn it down a bit more. I'm trying to adjust, because I've obviously got these as well. I don't want that to be too loud. So all my audio levels are really off. I'm not talking about that, Saeed. I feel like that's all we ever want to talk about. Mandy, hello. Good to see you. Where have you been? Like, what the hell, Mandy? Hello, all my long-lost lovelies. I tagged you on Discord the other day, I think, when we were all quite active in there. It's good to see you. How are you? Right, let me listen to, like, what these audio levels are like on my phone. Sorry if you hear a bit of an echo. Where am I? BobaTalks, YouTube.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
Man, the echo. The echo. Okay, no, yeah, I see what you mean. It is a bit louder. Right, let's turn it down a bit. I know, life, but I made it today. No worries, Mandy, no worries. I was just poking. Boba hates me now. Absolutely, Saeed. You know how it is. Hassan, welcome to Hero Membership. Thank you for joining Hero Membership. Alright. Oliver Queen. I am not in Oliver Queen. I shaved a lot of the Green Arrow beard off. Who else we got here? Terran. Hey, Boba, just saw this rumor that King Faraday is reportedly set to appear in the upcoming Waller series. Have you heard anything about this? Wondering if there's any truth to it. Funnily enough, I have a news roundup coming out tomorrow where I spoke about this. So I've recorded the news roundup today, which I really, like, for tomorrow. So I really rarely ever do that. Because, obviously, most, you know, if I do that, news could drop tomorrow. And I'm expecting a Daredevil trailer tomorrow. Well, not expecting, but the word on the street is that there's going to be a Daredevil trailer tomorrow. So I might end up doing a reaction and breakdown to the new official trailer for Daredevil and then do my news roundup late. But just to let you know, I spoke about the Waller series in the DCU updates part of tomorrow's video. Captain America Brave New World. Yeah, I talk about some reactions, like some reviews that came out. Obviously, it comes out tomorrow. But I won't be able to see it tomorrow. So what I've done in the meantime in my news roundup tomorrow, in addition to lots of other news, it's like a 33-minute video. Talk about a bunch of DC, but also my thoughts on Brave New World reviews and Daredevil. So it might be weird tomorrow. There might be like a Daredevil trailer reaction and breakdown, but there also might be Daredevil stuff, like news that I talk about in the news roundup. But Terran, as for like the report where it's coming from, it's coming from Jeff Snyder, who is, you know, he's a scooper he's a reporter rather, who doesn't always get everything right. I know I always say this a lot, but I can't say it's like reliable, but then again, I can't say it's completely unreliable. It's a scoop at the end of the day, and he could have got it wrong. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Constantine. Yep, I speak about Constantine too. See, I was going to upload it today. I would upload it today, rather, the news roundup. So I've talked about all of this. Talked about the Batman 2, Constantine 2, Superman. What else do I talk about? A bunch of things. Warner Brothers canceling the Flash game, the Constantine game, the Wonder Woman game being rebooted, the new Batman game. I talk about so much in tomorrow's news roundup, but with news being quite sparse at the minute, I want to upload every other day if I can, rather than just shooting it all out right now and then, okay, what if there's no video tomorrow? I'd rather space it out. So obviously, if there's any major news that drops tomorrow, I will add it into tomorrow's video. But if it is the Daredevil trailer, I'll make a separate video on that, just because I can do 2 uploads in one day. A little trailer reaction and mini breakdown is no issue, and I can just still upload the actual news roundup I've got ready to go later on in the night. But yeah, I didn't get to see Captain America unfortunately. I've never ever requested a Disney advanced screening, which I should have really done for Captain America. I'm the villain, Boba. Who's the villain now, Flash? That's all I hear when you know. Anyway, sorry, Silhouette Animator, thank you for the super chat. I think I just read that out, and I was just like, not even thanking you. Oh, whatever. Let's see if this works.
Thank you.
Oh my god, is that too loud? Let me check again.
Thank you.
It is quite loud. I might need to turn those down. Ah! Echo! Oh, really? What, the penguin? The penguin voice isn't too... Okay, what about Riddler? You sure that's not too loud?
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Still working out the kinks here with streaming. Like, 8 years into streaming, never really taken it proper seriously. So, still kind of newbie with audio levels and whatnot. But I don't want to drop one of those clips and for it to just, like, completely, you know, burst your eardrum. Like, imagine getting burst eardrum via Riddler. Oh. Bloody drinking the old wine, mate. I had nothing really else to drink in the house, and I was like, you know what? I'll go for a glass of red. Well, actually, my wife suggested it, because I was complaining. I was like, I have no Coke for rum. And I don't really want to drink rum neat, so... Anyway, Constantine 2, still on track. Yes, it is indeed. Which surprised me. And I'll give you my full thoughts in tomorrow's news roundup, whenever I upload that. It surprised me. Yeah, because I know a version of the script has been done since September, but at the same time, we heard nothing about it since then, and basically what I go on to say is, who knows what version of the script that was in September. You know, it's just like how Matt Reeves has been sending portions of the script to DC Studios, you know, James Gunn. Doesn't mean it's done, so... Any Reeveverse updates? So I talk about the Batman 2 in tomorrow's video. We have had... I'm going to have to update tomorrow. You're going to see a future Boba in tomorrow's video because I talk about what Andy Serkis said and how Andy Serkis has seen the script. And funnily enough, I also say I wouldn't be surprised if Robert Pattinson has been told, or if he gets told soon, he will also be like, you know, he'll hype it up. And literally tonight, as in like an hour ago or so, Robert Pattinson was interviewed by Deadline at the Mickey 17 thing, and he was asked about the Batman 2. And he said that it's filming at the end of the year, and so maybe not summer, but maybe like October, November, somewhere around there. Which makes way more sense to me, by the way, with the October 2027 release date. I always said if they filmed it in July or something like that, 3 to 4 months filming, a year of post-production on that, like, why is it still October 2027? It should be pushed forward. Anyway, that makes sense. And he also said that the story, he knows what it is, and it's cool, though. It's cool, though. That's what he said. So I find it funny how I break down Andy Serkis saying that it's really cool. And now I need to... It's going to be a little micro addition to my video, but I'm just going to be like, hey guys, yes, I'm very aware that Robert Pattinson basically said the same thing. But I will also briefly talk about Robert Pattinson saying that the filming is the end of the year. It's always worth mentioning that it could be a miscommunication, because as far as we're aware until now, it's been stated that it's filming in the summer. Maybe Pattinson just meant that, even though he said the end of the year, or it really is the end of the year. But I wouldn't view August, September, end of the year. So, you know, probably we'll have to wait and see. Robert Pattinson's face card is just... I haven't seen A Complete Unknown, no. Boba is kind of beautiful. Thank you, Charlie. But I haven't seen A Complete Unknown, no. It is unknown to me. Yeah, I haven't been to the cinema since, what did I see? What did I see? Am I going to see Captain America 4? Yeah, I reckon so. You said you had a source in the pre-production team of Part 1. Do I know if they'll be returning on Part 2? I have no idea. I have no idea where that person is at in their life. I have no idea if they're going to return to it. I would say I doubt that the person that I knew on production for Part 1 would return. If they did, that would be amazing. That would be really amazing. I might hit them up, but from what I know of that person, it just seemed to be like a job at the time that they had, and I would put X to doubt on that person returning to the production of the Batman Part 2. But yes, they were as legit as they came, basically. I saw behind-the-scenes stuff. I knew about Barry Keoghan being Joker before most... Basically, when those articles were coming out that Barry Keoghan was maybe Joker, I was like, I know. But I couldn't communicate that in videos. So I tried to, like, funnel it through slowly but surely, but without giving it away. And I knew what he looked like as well. But, yeah, that was amazing access. I'm not even trying to flex that. I'm just saying, like, the access that I had was pretty cool. It wasn't, like, crazy access, but it was still, like, access enough to know that information. But I won't have that unless somebody else approaches me for Part 2. And, by the way, that whenever I experience something like that is very few and far between. Like, I've only ever had that a couple of other times. A Complete Unknown is great, by the way. Yeah, I've heard good things. I believe it's probably really good. Does Boba cosplay? No. I wouldn't mind cosplaying, but honestly, I just don't really have the money or time to invest in that at this point. I mean, who knows what the future is for me, but hey, I've always said I wanted to... I reckon I'd do a good Speedster cosplay. I think I would love to wear the Batman suit, just in the same vein that I'm not muscly at all, but as I always say, like, anyone who puts, like, the Batman armor on looks bigger than what they really are. So I think that would be really cool. You need one or the other for cosplay, money or time. Yeah, I feel like I don't have enough time at the minute to play video games, so let alone cosplaying, you know? I still haven't got my routine in life figured out at 30 years old, as in getting up at a consistent time, working, all this, like, hobby time. It's just I just wing it, you know, and it's not a good way to live. Like, I haven't been in routine since I was in education. Let me put it that way. Charlie's Fix. Whoa, we're the same age. Yes, I am 30 years old. Jurassic Dork, good to see you here, bro. Oh, by the way, guys, you should definitely join my Discord server. We've had a bit of a revamp in there recently, just in terms of neatening it up. We've got forums there. It's a bit more concise. All of that good stuff. Why James Gunn didn't post anything about lanterns? Fun. You know, I feel like I should have released this news roundup today. I think I talk about that. I say I think because, you know me, I talk a lot. I spoke about that, I think, in today's video, because I cover lanterns. We've got some lanterns news. Yeah, and I was like, it's meant to be filming this week. And it's kind of a situation of, has it already started filming, like, as of right now? And that's what, it could be the situation of, Gunn gave us a tease of Craig Gillespie's Supergirl movie. It's not his production, but he still gave us that shot of Millie Alcock, didn't he? So with that logic, I was still hoping we would get something Lanterns related, but we haven't, despite hearing that it's filming this week. But it could be that even though we've heard that it's filming this week, it doesn't mean that it started filming today. It could be tomorrow, Friday. I don't know, though. Like, again, also, Gunn just might not tease us. Like, I would like to think he would, but I think maybe some of the actors will give us ambiguous teasers. You know, like Garrett Dillahunt gave us a couple of photos on his Instagram of, like, the screen reading or whatever they were doing, table reading. Last week, was it? We might get stuff like that, but, you know. Don't worry. All in good time. It's just like how I feel like people are overreacting to the whole Superman marketing thing. Superman hasn't even started its marketing other than... when I say overreacting, I'm saying people... some people are saying that there hasn't been enough marketing. And I think that's shooting, you know, jumping the gun. Like, we are getting there, and don't worry, you will see a very swift increase of marketing after the official trailer releases at CinemaCon. Very confident about that. But don't forget that the teaser trailer released in December. And, you know, this is all by design. Sure, we got that jokey Guy Gardner thing, we got that TV spot, but, like, I would still categorize this as marketing hasn't properly started, you know? So don't worry about it. Like, a lot of people are judging the marketing before the marketing has really begun. Now, when the marketing begins and they start putting out, okay, the official trailer, and then this kind of look, and then that kind of look, and then this poster, and then that kind of social media kind of thing. All of these things, all of these different aspects, that's when I think people can be like, okay, the marketing's really bad, or it's just okay, or it's really good. Right now, all we have had is a teaser trailer. But I do agree, you know, as I said in my video, the Super Bowl Sunday Guy Gardner drop, even if you like the demeanor and stuff of Guy Gardner, that I don't know if it was the best timed thing. It's like, hey, guys, you didn't really get what we advertised maybe you could get, but hey, here's Guy Gardner saying here's the only bowl you need. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I'm one of those people, I'll hope it gets better. I mean, for me, it's just, I think it's too... So what I mean by that, Nino, is just, I think it's too soon to be like, I hope it gets better, when all we've had is a teaser trailer. That's it. That's all I mean. I think come March, April, going into May, like, this is a little while away now. If the market... That's when you could be like, oh yeah, the marketing's been shit. You know... They haven't done this, this, and this after the official trailer, like after CinemaCon. Still haven't liked it. Don't like what they did here. Don't like that little reel thing they did on Instagram there. If you then said to me, yeah, it needs to get better, I would be like, you know what? Fair enough. Right now, we've had barely anything. So... Yes, join the server. Bro, you unsubbed Critical for literal a dumb reason. I unsubbed Critical? But do you just my opinion? What does that even mean, Michael? Michael says, bro, you unsubbed Critical. What does it... You're saying I unsubbed to Critical? Moist Critical? Is that what you're saying? For literal a dumb reason. I unsubbed Critical. I'm really trying to, like, translate what you're saying here. I did something for a dumb reason. And that thing was, I unsubbed Critical. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not unsubbed from Moist Critical, if that's what you mean. Not you, Boba. Okay, I was getting so confused. I was like, okay, what else could this mean other than, yeah, Penguins, yeah, Moist Critical. I watch his content occasionally. I don't watch it all the time, but yeah, he seems cool. They're having a sub chat. Okay. Brutal, good to see you here, bro. Who else have we got? Scott, good to see you here, man. There's still 5 months till this movie comes out. Yeah, I think no matter what, like, this may sound patronizing. I just think no matter what, like, all of these judgments about the marketing, like, it's not being good, where I'm just like, okay, you can have that opinion. I can't take that away from you. But what you need to remember is it hasn't started. Like, okay, let me rephrase that. It has started, but it's not in, like, we haven't actually properly swung the golf club. What I want to say is, no matter what, this movie is under a microscope, like, unlike even, like, a lot of movies. So let me put it this way. You have Captain America, you have MCU movies. They're always under microscopes as well. Don't get this wrong. A lot of comic book movies are. Like, forget DCU for a second. The MCU has their own commentary of, like, will this do better? Like, will it compare to the old days of the MCU? But Superman, it has such a like, I don't know how to, it's like every single person is out there is a part of a focus group. And even though the marketing hasn't fully swung off yet, you're going to get a bunch of people looking at it through the lens of, I don't know, man. I don't know how to even word this, but I trust my struggle to even communicate this properly. I think no matter what, it will always be subjected to a harsher lens of judgment. Now, don't misconstrue what I'm saying there to mean that you can't critique it. You can critique it all you want. You could say that you didn't like that Guy Gardner promo reel or whatever you want to call it from Gunn. I don't care. It's more just like the overall tone of conversation, the rhetoric surrounding Superman. Whereas every other movie's marketing doesn't really start properly at this point. You know, yet everyone's saying the marketing's awful. But, like, it was only, like, a couple of months ago in December where even most people were just like, hey, the teaser trailer's pretty good. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of people were shitting on it. But most people were like, hey, say what you will. It doesn't look great. Doesn't look bad. But a lot of people also like, it looks really great. Now, we've had one TV spot with 3 seconds of flying and the whole movie's over. That's why I did that little bit at the start of my video the other day. You know, I had to take the piss out of it a little bit because, you know, Guy Gardner, like, with it, you know, we had Nathan Fillion looking at the camera and he had one eye open more than the other, and I couldn't help. Like, I'm not saying those critiques are invalid because that camera angle with that drone, like, doing that flip in front of Corin Sweat and the wide lens does make his face look just slightly bit janky, like the shot janky. But it's not something I think anyone would truly realize in any other comic book or any other movie, to be honest with you. Like, if that was in a Top Gun film, for some reason, I guarantee nobody would say a single word. So I had to just poke fun at it a little bit. But anyway, Brutal Vengeance, thank you for an absolutely...
Thank you.
Crazy super chat. That really means a lot, man.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
That's nuts, dude. Yeah. I mean, I've got the clips as well. A guy like me.
Meant I could have a better life.
It really does. It really does mean I can have a better life. Anyway, thank you, Brutal, for the $50 frickin' super chat. Second super chat of the stream. Very, very, very kind of you. All right, let me pull that out. Let's get a little bit of Riddler in there. Yeah, I mean, I understand nitpicking. I really do. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Superman is subjected to way more nitpicking than any other typical movie. You know? And that's not going to change. And I do worry about the film. That the word of mouth will impact... Like, this is just paranoia, I think. I worry that the absolute microscopic lens of nitpickism will affect word of mouth. And I hope that it doesn't. I hope that the promos and the official trailer can impact the general audience to the point of, no matter what, they'll be like, hey, yeah, I'll check out the movie. It doesn't have to be a great movie, but, you know. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Brutal Vengeance's super chat again.
Thank you.
Curious, do you have any ideas of previous comic Batsuits you would want inspired for the DC Batsuit? That's a very, very good question. Oh, man, I don't know if I have them all in my head. Comic book Batsuits. You know what? Okay, well, no, wait. I was thinking Batman, but that was already closely linked to the Batman Rebirth. Do you think Gunn has settled on the DC's Batman being bulky? I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if they are of a bigger build. Like, again, like, dare I say it, Alan Ritchson to Brandon Sklenar. Like, Brandon Sklenar can be very beefy, if you know what I mean. So I think, you know, I don't think the animation of Creature Commandos dictates that. But sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm forgetting the comic in my bloody brain. Batman the Imposter is obviously a bit too similar to the Batman. And I've always said my favorite overall vibe of Batsuit would be the Telltale games, but that's not a comic book. So now I'm thinking what is similar-esque to the Telltale games for a Batsuit. Now, you do have the Arkham Unhinged comic books, so maybe I would say that I would like the Arkham kind of Batsuits, but not so I'm not talking Arkham Knight yet. I'm not talking Arkham Asylum. Somewhere in between. That's like, because I feel like there are similarities there. I don't know if any of you have read all of the Arkham Unhinged comic books, but they're quite interesting. Beef Boy, Batman Zero Year. Yeah, I was thinking New 52, but New 52, I do like some New 52 looks, especially, you know, I remember back in the day we were looking into the Batman, and I was obviously thinking about how Bruce could be impacted, or not impacted rather, but like how the design could be impacted based on an early Batman, and we were looking into, you know, early Batman looks, and in Zero Year he goes around with literally like a rope kind of grapple hook, and it's crazy. Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. New 52, I would have said that like in 2016, 2017 maybe, but I think my tastes have changed a little bit. And the thing about comic books as well, they're quite often shown as very skin-tight material, aren't they? Like, you know, Roman armor ab-looking. So I quite like to sift through all of that and see what can truly be represented in a way that's got some believable armor to it, not too much. That's, again, what I like so much about Robert Pattinson's Batman suit. It's got the realistic, hey, I need to take bullets, man, but I also need to be agile. Yeah, sorry I'm so bad at answering this, Brutal. But nothing really, at least from my memory bank, stands out. Because again, you know, you look at Dark Knight Returns. What was shown there? I guess this is it ripples off into a bigger question. When I say Dark Knight Returns and how that impacted Batman versus Superman, Ben Affleck's Batman had quite a skin-tight Batman suit. In the DCU, do you want skin-tight levels where arguably that wouldn't necessarily offer you protection unless you want to suspend your disbelief and you believe that Wayne Enterprises has, you know, made and created a very skin-tight, pajama-esque bulletproof suit? Do you want something like that? Or do you want something like that requires armor for a human to survive? Like Robert Pattinson's? Or something more armored? In the fantastical universe, I know a lot of people might say more of a skin-tight suit, but the Batman Telltale suit, which is something what I want it to be based on, is still a fantastical universe, yet he's still fairly armored. So my option would be, kind of as Brutal was saying there, not skin-tight. I wouldn't want it skin-tight. I mean, do you remember that knife? That knife went straight into Ben Affleck's muscle right here in Batman vs. Superman. It went straight through it. Like, straight through it. So I feel like Batman, I know arguably he's a more experienced Batman, so maybe that's why. But it didn't really see if it's not knife proof, is it really bulletproof? I know his cowl was bulletproof because he gets shot bloody point blank. Morrison's runs Batsuit. Skin tight for sure, Kennedy says. Yeah, it's really hard. Batsuit is another thing that will always be insanely deliberated. Mate, I'll never forget. I know not everyone still loves it, but when Matt Reeves' Batsuit dropped, I just oh god. The amount of hate, man. Like, this is why I'm trying to, like, stay optimistic for Superman. Because don't forget the days of when Robert Pattinson was cast. All the people who were really angry that Matt Reeves was no longer making a Ben Affleck The Batman movie. Because do not forget the origins of The Batman. It was reported originally as a Ben Affleck The Batman movie. And that, you know, so I hope that the same hate, that's kind of pessimistic view on Superman from those same people won't reach the general audience, and the family-oriented vibe of it will carry on through. I don't know. Anyway. Brutal. W's in the chat for Brutal, because seriously, Super Chats, it's great. I mean, any Super Chat honestly means that...
Meant I could have a better life.
Quite simply, you know? Thank you. Come on, dude, it's 4:23 a.m. Wait, what? Alright, we got a couple of other Super Chats to get to. Arkham Asylum, maybe. Arkham Origins, too much armor. Yeah, I agree that Arkham Origins would have too much armor for me. Asylum... Oh man, I guess what you need to then figure out is, do we have trunks on the Batman suit? That is the question. Hey Slade, at the end of the day,
Guy like me. Getting all that?
it all adds up. But I just that Super Chat, man. That Super Chat effect, that what, like, Brutal, what have I done? It should really be that. But I just... What is going on? I can't take it.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
Guys, you guys are going crazy with the Super Chats. Thank you very, 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 very much. Very much. I just... I feel like it's inducing the cringe every time that Super Chat alert. I feel like this afterwards. I mean, anyway, right, let me try and get through these, because I don't want to be late like I always am to the Super Chats. Answering like the latest one 45 minutes later, so... Right, okay, so after Brutal Super Chat, we have... Oh god, and I don't want to skip one either. Sometimes I accidentally do that. Where are we? Wait, what? Wait, what? For some reason, my Super Chats aren't, like, displaying Brutal's previous Super Chat. Why? What? Let me refresh that. This first one that you sent in, Brutal, I go to my viewer activity. I swear, this is why I miss Super Chats, because it's not even there. What? Where is it gone? Ferris, take care, man. Hold on, let me open up another tab, because I know I can get to another YouTube section. That is weird. Okay, at least I know it's not me now. I'm looking through the stream Super Chats, and Brutal's first $50 Super Chat is not displaying. Why does YouTube... Yeah, the moans evaporated it. Why does YouTube hate Brutal's Super Chats? How dare they? Like, what?
You're out of your goddamn mind.
Literally. Right. Supers. Alright, I found it. Okay, I found it. On my other page. Curious, do you have any ideas? Yeah, okay. That's weird. Okay. So, guys, if
But
I
I
ever
just-
accidentally miss out on a super chat, you know why. It's not my fault. It's freaking YouTube. Like, the page refreshes and it just disappears. So, just remind me in the chat if I haven't got to your super chat. Oh my god, all
But I
these
just-
super chats coming in. Like, what is going on?
Thank you.
Like, this is crazy. These are not excuses. Do not give me that, Buster Barnes.
I'm wasting my time.
Oh my god, that was loud. Was that too loud? I think it might have been. I do not want to burst your guys' eardrum. Okay, right. Who was up next? Right. Okay, Brutals. Cheesy McSqueezy. Cheesy McSqueezy. I'm trying to find you. Cheesy McSqueezy. We're on track. Okay, so maybe it's just me, but whenever I play one of those clips,
But I just...
it's really loud for my ears, but apparently it's chill for you guys, so that's good. This is what I mean. All my settings are off. But Cheesy McSqueezy, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Meant I could have a better life.
I can't resist. I can't resist. Penguin. Like, whenever I get a super chat, I meant I could have a better life.
Meant I could have a better life.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, Cheesy McSqueezy, £5. Shout out to you, my friend. I think people need to keep in mind there's a reason Warner Brothers are calling it the summer. The summer of Superman. The budget for promos kick off starting in April. Absolutely. People, again, this comes down. I don't care what anyone says. They called me a shill or whatever. I think there's an overreaction. Yes, we got the teaser trailer in December. Fair enough. That's what a teaser's for. It's quite in advance. It's just the teaser. It shows you rough exposition. No dialogue other than Crypto, take me home. Okay, Superman didn't sound like that. And then you wait a few months until, boom, like, release the floodgates, right? Proper Superman is coming your way. The summer of Superman. So, yeah, I think no matter what, the microscope that we're getting on this movie will just have people be like, oh, the marketing is terrible. They've released barely anything, and what they did release is that Guy Gardner clip, which, don't get me wrong, it was cheesy, but is that all they're gonna do? Absolutely fucking garbage. I mean, I'm not saying you can't have that opinion, just wait till a bit more marketing comes our way, at least, you know? Alright, thank you, Cheesy McSqueezy. Really appreciate that, bro.
Thank you.
We have Buster Barnes, where are you, bro? Sending in the £10 super chat. Crypto is so cute. Yeah, I was really... Okay, so that's one thing I was a bit disappointed by, or underwhelmed. Yeah, disappointed is the right word, with the Puppy Bowl. You know, some people are saying, like, clapping back at people like me criticizing it, saying, oh, you know, it's a Puppy Bowl. What were they going to show? Well, they showed the trailer. Some people are saying, like, how would they have even shown it? And I'm like, you do realize they just showed the teaser trailer to Superman, so they didn't have to show that, and they could have shown the equivalent amount of seconds of a scene, just like on a talk show. Imagine David Corenswet goes on a talk show like Jimmy Fallon, and then, you know, like, right, here's David Corenswet and Superman, and then they both look into the camera and look at the TV, and then they, like, they cut back to the actors, and they're like, right, back with blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Like, they showed a clip. They show a little clip of Crypto in the Arctic with Superman. 18 seconds. That's how they could have done it. I don't know if any of you watched the Puppy Bowl, but there were so many advertisements in it, in-house advertisements, that they could have easily have shown a 20-second clip. I'm not trying to sound entitled there. I'm just saying, like, I'm telling you, especially with James Gunn himself telling you, that I'm not saying this movie is in the can, as they say. I'm saying that a lot of footage, they have more than enough to show you a talk show segment clip. And I don't agree, and I do agree, let me put it this way. I do agree with those saying that Warner Brothers must have known what they were doing with putting sneak peek at the movie across a lot of advertisements and banners and during the game. To not state that's the trailer and to just say it's a sneak peek, like, they would have done that on purpose to an extent of, well, we don't want to tell you it's the trailer because then you might not watch the Puppy Bowl. So we're just going to keep it labeled. Like, okay, let me put it this way as well. James Gunn on social media could have said, by the way, there's not anything brand new playing at the Puppy Bowl. But he wouldn't do that because, look, I like James Gunn, but corporately it makes sense as to why he wouldn't do that. That would detract from viewers to the Puppy Bowl. So just don't say anything at all. Do you know what I mean? And technically, you know, it's still a sneak peek, right, at the movie for the Puppy Bowl audience. You never said it was a new sneak peek, so therefore, it is a sneak peek. But if we like cut the shit, people were still roped into that. James Gunn is aware, yeah, he's less active these days, but there is no way on God's green earth that I wouldn't bet money, and I know that James Gunn knew that a lot of fans thought something else was going to play at the Puppy Bowl. I would happily bet, I don't know what I'd bet, but I'd bet money, that he could have debunked that if he wanted to. But it's not in the interests of Warner Brothers to have debunked that. So I understand as a person who's understanding the business decision of this. But, you know, anyway. Either way. Sorry, I rambled quite a bit there. I don't know how I even got onto that. But Buster Barnes! This is how I get to Super Chats too late.
Thank you.
Considering Superman doesn't come out for 5 months, I think that the publicity has been better than most movies at this stage. Puppy Bowl, successful trailer, already posters in my cinema. I mean, I don't think I disagree. I'm really trying to be as objective as I can there and think, okay, other movies, marketing. Okay, let's look at it on paper. Trailer, 53 million views. If you don't believe that it was received well, look at the general audience's comments on that trailer. You can't hide top voted comments on YouTube. I mean, let me put it this way. If that trailer was being absolutely shat upon, you know the 5 top voted comments would be that. Look at the Superman 53 million view trailer, and like most people are like, hey, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Not every comment is glazing it. But I think stuff like that is a good kind of analysis of, hey, this is what, like, you know, keep scrolling. Scroll, filter it by newest comments, filter it by whatever. You will see that there's an overall good vibe. I don't know. Obviously, I would need to conduct a big survey and study to really have good, reliable evidence for that. If somebody's like, Boba, I'm sorry, bro, I need evidence. Evidence. I don't have solid evidence for you other than, like, sourcing it like that, but, I really hope I'm not wrong about this, but I do think that the general audience, especially, I think, you know, if you have Susie and the family go to their local AMC theater, and they see the Superman trailer, but they're not, like, proper clocked into Superman movies, or comic book movies, rather, I think that they're probably liking that trailer. But hey, that's the optimistic take. But thank you, Buster Barnes. Really appreciate the super chat.
Thank you.
Always supporting the channel. Definitely clip that. Clip what? What have I done? Wait, what did I do? What did I do? God damn it. I don't know what I did, but that's my reaction. I need evidence. Is that it? You know, one thing I was thinking, I want to get a little stream deck so I can have all of these clips. But I need some Boba clips in there. So, Brutal, I know you've clipped a bunch of me. I need to, like, stuff like this. For example, like, the evidence clip. I could use that. I could bind that to a stream deck, and I could use that in the future. I need, and then boom, clip evidence. Yeah, Brutal was like the curator, the collector, the brainiac of Boba memes. Anyway. Up next, after Buster Barnes, who else did we have? Sequential Archic, thank you so much for sending in a very generous $10 super chat on top of all of your other super chats in previous streams. Means a lot. I know you're in my server now, so I don't know if you saw that. I gave you the members rank. But again,
thank you.
Let me just bring that up on screen. By the way, guys, word on the street is new Daredevil trailer tomorrow. I've got a news roundup video coming out tomorrow for those of you who have only just joined. I talk about Daredevil in it, but I might end up uploading 2 videos tomorrow. And I'm praying that if the Daredevil trailer comes out, please let it be in the afternoon for me. Don't let it be at the same time I would upload my normal news roundup videos, which is like, what? I would upload it like an hour before now. So I really hope that the trailer doesn't come out then, because I will happily do another reaction and breakdown. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Oh man, praying for me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boba, again, Sequential, shout out to you.
Meant I could have a better life.
It said that Clayface is Origin. What if we see a younger Batman and maybe Dick or Jason as Robin? Oh, that's I didn't think of that. Despite me saying in my DC Batman maybe arriving to the DCU sooner than you think video, I did say that Batman would be younger because it's an Origin if Batman's in it. But I didn't think of him having a little Robin protege at that point. But he probably would, wouldn't he? Maybe Dick Grayson or Jason as Robin. If Dick, maybe an actor who looks young enough. That would be dope. Again, this is such conjecture right now. As to whether Batman is going to be put into Clayface as like a cool aperitif to the Brave and the Bold movie, that is yet to be confirmed. But if they did do Batman, would you want them to feature him in an ambiguous way, or more in the vein of how Ben Affleck showed up in the Suicide Squad movie to chase after Harley and Joker, so a bit more on screen, but still very minimal? And if it is number 2, option 2, would you want Robin to be in there as well? Like, so Dick Grayson in the Robin armor before, like, in the past, because right now he's most likely in Nightwing mode. But yeah, Sequential, really love that idea. Can't believe I didn't really actually think about that myself. Yeah, and I wonder if it'd be a bit more ambiguous though, because if they do have a Dick Grayson, you know what, they could cast an actual younger actor for that. They do that a lot in movies and TV shows. Very, very, very interesting stuff. You know what I need to put on the stream though? I need to put the Matt Reeves. No. Let me try edit now. But I just where is it? Where is the Matt Reeves sacred meme? Media file, add source, add new source, meme 10 Reeves. No. Alright, add source, browse. I think I've got it here somewhere. We need that, because I need to, like, you know what? Saeed is going to say some stupid shit in the future. And I just need to pull this out at some point. Stream, reaction memes. There we go.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, God. Oh, God, it's already playing.
No.
Okay. Right. So, now, if I remember how to do this. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this middle of the stream. Hotkeys. F10. Right, is this going to work?
Interesting. No.
We've got it. We've got it. No worries, Brutal. Again, I see that you're sending new stuff in. Thank you so much. I'm getting to it. Really appreciate you, man. My God.
Meant I could have a better life. Meant I could have a better life.
Right, Jesus, I need to catch up. Sorry, this is me all over. I just get lost in the source of all of the super chats and the discussion. Is there still a discourse we won't get Batman for another year? What do you mean, like DCU Batman or the Batman? I am proud of myself.
Interesting. Interesting.
That's amazing. Come on.
No.
I can't wait to use that at the appropriate moment. Okay, Sequential, appreciate you. Buster Barnes with the... Oh my God, more super chats are coming in.
Thank you.
Buster Barnes, appreciate you very much, Lee. for another super chat. Ooh, yeah. I think I'm in a similar boat, by the way. I'm actually genuinely a bit busy at the minute. So that's why, like, you know, there's no Captain America review tomorrow on release date. But hopefully I could still put out a spoiler review or something like that. And I could talk about it a bit candidly once maybe everyone's seen it. But anyway, Buster Barnes says, not sure if I'll watch it straight away, but I am intrigued by Cap 4. The mixed reviews I've seen for a movie in a while, at least initially. Yeah, I mean, I talk about this in the video I have planned to release tomorrow. It is basically the reviews, some positive, some negative, some just mostly middling, is exactly what I thought this movie would be. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. I said in a video not so long ago, if you guys remember, it might have been a news roundup where I actually covered Brave New World. I said I expect it to be a solid 6.5. I hope, even. There's no way it was going to be an 8, 9. Like, if 10 is as near to perfect as near perfect you get, and 1 is trash and garbage, 6.5 is like genuinely above average, right? So 6.5 is generous. Normally, if you grade like below an 8 or a 7, people just think you're a traitor. Not a traitor, a hater. But what people need to remember is, again, 5 is bam smack in the middle, average movie, right? You know, 6.5 is pretty damn good if you go by those standards, right? So I said I hope that it's a solid 6.5. Obviously, subjectivity comes into that, you know. Comes into everything. Art is subjective. Movies, the way you feel about an actor, the way you feel about that character. You might be willing to dismiss more things than other things. For me, I felt like it looked like a 6.5. I was at least hoping it would be. And I talk about in tomorrow's video my full thoughts on... I read out a few reviews. I kind of say my thoughts on them. But yeah, me too, Buster Barnes, and hopefully if I get round to it, I'll be releasing a spoiler review on the Brave New World, Captain America, Brave New World. I'm going to literally just watch a review. Okay, Morgie, fair enough. Also, by the way, I love Harrison Ford. I love him. Fucking legend. Absolute legend. But I'm not gonna lie, by the way, I do think that the marketing looked pretty good for the movie. Well, at least I think some of the first trailers, they made it look like a cool kind of... I do see what people meant by Winter Soldier vibes. I'm not saying it was going to be a Winter Soldier, but, you know, the whole kind of, oh, you know, the president is in danger. Oh, God, like, what's going on here? Oh, God, Captain America's... It looked kind of cool that way. But unfortunately, it does seem like a bit of a... I think I will enjoy it, but when people were saying that you can tell that they reshot this scene to kind of, or they added a scene in reshoots to kind of make it, you basically, I think it was it Screen Junkie or whoever, Screen Junkies or whatever they're called, they said that when you're watching it, you think of the filmmaking of it, and that's not really what you want to be in the position of. But the good thing is, by the way, I don't think a lot of general audience pick up on shit like that. Again, it still amazes me to this day, and this isn't to sound pretentious, because I know it does sound pretentious, how I've had a lot of people out there tell me, and more power to them, by the way, but it astounds me, even for a general audience member, that they were like, they saw nothing wrong with any of the CGI in The Flash, or any of the body double CGI on the face, like the masking, the composition of Ezra's face on it. I'm like, how? I saw it in almost every scene, and that is the difference between the trained eye and the general audience just going to see a movie and they just want to buy some popcorn, you know, and go have a good time. That is something I do believe, like, my mum probably wouldn't notice that, for example. So if you have a trained eye for it, you can see it. But honestly, even when Barry was talking to the other Barry in the bedroom, you know, when, like, the obnoxious Barry was telling him to do the thing and put the pillows on him and stuff, in that scene alone, I could keep seeing, like, the plastic kind of Play-Doh face, and it was really bothering me. I was like, why? No. But I'm just trying... I guess my point of saying this, guys, is that everyone is different. Some people will be like, your criticism doesn't apply to my experience, and so I disagree with you. I don't think the CGI was bad, even if you can actually see that it's bad. That is what makes this sometimes a bit of a a contentious thing amongst fans. Do you know what I mean? It's always gonna be heated at points. People will call you a hater because you're like, you notice something they don't, or like they notice something you don't, or whatever. I don't know. But obviously running a YouTube channel and doing this for a long time, I run into a lot of that. Right, brutal man. I don't even... I mean, are you freaking...
You're out of your goddamn mind.
I say that as a compliment, by the way. I mean, I know you're probably not here right now, but truly, two $50 super chats.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
Thank you.
You know what? I watched The Flash, by the way. I see Hossam's comment there with my wife. She had never seen it. And I don't think it's a good... Like, there's so much wrong with the script writing of that. Again, you might disagree with me, but, you know, like, logically speaking, it's actually written like, okay, you know, Supergirl just happens to turn up at the Batcave when Barry needs to be flown into the sky. How do they know this? Like, how does Supergirl know what is going on and what she needs to do? How does she know that Barry should fly into the sky? They don't even have a lightning rod for a lightning bolt to hit Barry. You know, like when she flew him up there and he gets hit by the second lightning bolt that will give him his powers back. How does any of this make sense? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It is arguably some of the most contrived writing for Barry to get his powers. It's just... Like, I know some of you may be looking at me right now being like, Boba, you're nitpicking. I'm really not. Tell me in the writing, the script, how that makes any sense whatsoever. It made sense that they tried to... Look, the most legit... I'm already on like a bit of a passionate rant right now. What made sense is that you had Michael Keaton's Batman trying to recreate the experiment that gave Barry his powers, right? They were trying to recreate the chemicals going over to him, and they struck him with lightning. They had a freaking bat lightning rod kite in the sky. All of this made sense up until this point. They strike him with lightning. It doesn't work. Barry's dying. Supergirl just appears out of nowhere, and this is where it all goes to shit. The movie is full of things like that all the time. All the time. So I can't say in good conscience that it's a good, well-written movie, but I do think that it has the heart. Just like Blue Beetle had heart. Say what you will about Ezra Miller or whatever else, the movie has heart. You can't, you know, I don't think you could ever tell a Flash story where he goes back in time to save his mum and not affect me emotionally. So it does have a lot of heart to it. And I will say that those scenes between Barry and his mum in the supermarket do make my eyes glaze up, because it's so hard for me. Like, the Flash is my favorite comic book character outside of Batman in the metahuman sense, and that just appeals to me. It really does. Yeah, and the CGI was just really bad. Like, also the Kryptonian fight scene with the, you know, between the Flash's Batman and Zod's people was like, that whole location was bland. It was like a sandbox, bland ass look. It was just horrible. I didn't like it. It's so empty. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on it, but like, I watched it and I enjoyed it more than what I thought I would, but you can imagine me watching it there and being like, oh my god, like, this is exactly what I remember. But hey, I'm not watching it to review it this time. I'm just watching it because my wife's never seen it before and I'm trying to have a good time. And I did enjoy myself, but again, you can enjoy bad movies. Like, again, I enjoy Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. It's always my favorite example to use. Is it a great, well-written movie? No. No. But you can always get enjoyment out of anything. It doesn't have to be, like, professionally amazing or whatever, you know, boxes get ticked. That's why you can't hate on anyone for enjoying whatever, you know? You just can't. Like, by the way, I will say that Blue Beetle is not really a great movie in the critical sense of writing, but there's so much to love about that movie that The Flash doesn't get right. Like, the cast is really, really good. The story is very straightforward, but it had a lot of heart to it. The simplicity of its story is actually one of its weaknesses. However, I think Shola Madueña and the origin story of that film is so, like, I don't know, endearing, that it works in so many brilliant ways. But unfortunately, Blue Beetle is kind of like a movie that should have come out in like 2015, 2016. I feel like we've seen that kind of origin there so many times, even for a character, not for Blue Beetle. You get what I mean. I trust you guys do. It had a lot of, like, the chemistry between the cast was great. It had a lot of heart. And that carried the movie's story of being quite a simple, generic story, superhero origin story. But do you see what I mean? I think that's what carried it. Oh, yeah, Scott. I enjoyed the Batman scene where he comes, like, swooping in with Keaton. That was all good. All really good. I think a lot of people were shitting on that more than what they had to. Right, sorry guys, I'm getting onto the other super chats. Gated Batman. Bro, end of the year, shake my head. What are we talking about? Yes, Buster Barnes. I know this to be the truth, man. I feel like I've stumbled across the Ark, the Covenant, or whatever, like in Indiana Jones, and like I'm telling you, I know the answer. Like it sounds so shilly. Again, I agree with what Buster Barnes is saying. I think that's what superhero fatigue is. Like superhero fatigue. You just can't make generic movies anymore. That is it, because the problem isn't only with superhero movies. It's with your Fast and Furious 46. It's with Indiana Jones. Like Disney spent, what, $400 million on the Dial of Destiny? So do you see where I'm going with this? The issue isn't superhero fatigue, because you get a movie like Logan coming out, you get a movie like The Batman coming out, you get a movie like The First Joker, you get other comic book films. They make a lot of money. We just can't keep making generic movies, the cookie cutter, copy and paste, cinematic universe formula level of product. You need to make people really care about your characters and the story. And that's why I do have faith in James Gunn. Long story short, if anyone's wondering, say what you will about the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but what he does get you to do, for the most part, I can't speak for you, but most people feel this way, is they feel emotionally attached to Rocket Raccoon, Peter Quill, Gamora, etc., etc. So he knows that is the secret sauce. Rather than focusing on spectacle and action like pew, 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 like Black Adam did. Like, oh, you know, I'm going to smash this guy over there and fly in, like, you know. Nobody gives a shit. Like, nobody's going to walk out of that being like, oh, I remember that movie. If you care about the characters, even if the action is still decent but not amazing as a spectacle movie, you will come out with more of an attachment to that movie, that franchise, the sequels to that movie, than you ever did with just a Fast and Furious branded Black Adam type beat-em-ups film. And I will die on that hill. I will absolutely die on it. This is why Peacemaker did well, by the way. Pretty generic comedy, kind of funny show. But again, Gunn gets you emotionally attached. That's why people love that show. Plus, obviously, the way it's interwoven with the comedy and stuff, it just all like melds together nicely. But you see where I'm going with this. That is why I have optimism about the DCU. Like, at least like Superman, I feel like there's no way Gunn hasn't put tear-jerking scenes. Like, I even bet, bro, like when we see Kellex or the Fortress robot like dying and Superman is sobbing, oh my god, I feel like that's going to be like, I know like this, I have no idea what I'm talking about because I haven't seen the movie, but it could be crazy. But Brutal, I know you weren't here when I was answering this, but thank you so much again for your super chat. It's insanely generous of you, and it really does mean a lot to me. And it really helps out, by the way. Like, we're in a bit of like a dry period for like crazy DC news at the minute, so your guys' super chats go a long, long way. Really appreciate you. And honestly, I know the meme is pretty like beaten at this point, but
Meant I could have a better life.
literally,
Guy like me. Getting all that?
it's true. It's true. He can have a better life. All right, okay, who have we got next? Rob Rifkin. Sorry it took me a while to get to this, man. Thank you so much for your $10 super chat.
Thank you.
Clayface breaking news, Boba. Are you trolling me? Are you trolling me? I swear to God, because I'm actually kind of concerned that some breaking news would happen. And tomorrow's news roundup is already long enough as it is. But I think I'm gonna have to add the. Okay, I see. I see what you. Okay, you're not trolling. You're not trolling. We've got a real news report, people. Before I get to Rob's super chat quickly, just for those who don't know, it's not crazy. It's not crazy stuff. It's not crazy, but I'm not wasting your time. Well, maybe I am. No, I'm joking. I was saying that because I felt so tempted to play this.
You're wasting my time.
Anyway, DC Studios will reportedly hear pitches for the Clayface movie from filmmakers this week, including Jeff Waldo, Truth or Dare, and James Watkins. Yes, I think that James Watkins one we heard a scoop about a little while ago. Interesting. So that maybe turned out to be true. Now, what I like, James Watkins directed Speak No Evil, and I watched that recently with James McAvoy. Oh my god, that was a great movie. I really liked that movie. This is coming from Deadline, by the way. Deadline. Oh, My Time to Shine Hello said that. Okay, well, she occasionally gets things right, but most of the time, man, I would not listen to her. But, you know, I can't, you know, a W's a W. If My Time to Shine did scoop that with James Watkins last week or whenever it was, fair play, respect. But I still feel like that account, man. Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have to talk about this in tomorrow. I'm going to have to do a bit of future Boba, I think. It's nothing crazy for me to add, so it'll probably just be like a 1.5-minute clip from me updating something. Well, updating the video. But yeah, we've got the script. And I think I'm going to have to communicate this as well, because people might be like, what do you mean about pitches, right? You know, a director still has their vision and the way that they, you know, Mike Flanagan's written it, but a director still has to direct it and pitch that. This is why I am a bit salty. I know Mike Flanagan's busy, but I just... oh, man. I want Mike Flanagan to direct it. Sorry, I actually get irritated. Do you know what I mean, though? Like, Mike Flanagan should be directing this himself. DCU Batman casting soon. I mean, don't get ahead of yourself. But, I mean, you know what? Like, Clayface, guys, don't forget, it is filming in the spring, apparently. Like basically this year. That's all you need to know. If Batman was going to be in it, depending on the way they show him, again, option 1, more in the shadows, intimidation, blah, blah, blah. Don't really need to cast someone. Option 2, you do the Ben Affleck, the Suicide Squad, David Ayer Suicide Squad thing, like going after Joker and Harley. You would cast someone for that. Could we be getting a Batman casting? I do not want to go head over shoulders, but I wouldn't be against it. You guys know my thoughts. Like, hey, bro, like if we're waiting until 2028 to get Batman the Brave and the Bold, if we just hypothetically assume that Robert Pattinson's Batman is not merging with the DCU, according to Andy Muschietti, inside information from the studio is that they won't have them conflicting, and therefore Brave and the Bold will wait until after the Batman 2. And the Batman 2 is coming out in October 2027. What does that logically mean? Well, that means, you know, the Brave and the Bold DCU Batman debut movie is coming out in 2028. But are we really going to wait that long? Maybe not, because they can do the aperitif, and as lots of people were saying, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Civil War, Black Panther, goddammit, Civil War, each got their solo movies. Could do the same thing with Batman in Clayface. And since it is such a minimal appearance, I don't think it steals the limelight. Another one of my questions in my DC Batman video was, does it take away from the novelty of debuting such a big character in his own solo movie? You know, it's imagine if we had Waller coming out first with Creature Commandos. It's like me saying, imagine if, like, David Corenswet's Superman showed up in live-action Waller before the Superman movie. Would that steal the thunder from his own, like, debut Superman movie? I can hear arguments there. But I do think that if Brandon Sklenar's Batman, appeared maybe in Clayface, I honestly think keep it minimal enough. As I said in my video the other day, let fans salivate with this aperitif, this teaser for DC Batman, very minimally in Clayface, right at the end, and it'll make people just really want that DC Batman movie. And potentially, hopefully, be really happy with the casting. But anyway, Rob Rifkin, thank you so much. Well, I just wanted to get in the mix, secure the crisps. Thank you, Rob. I have actually, not sponsored here, I had already secured the crisps, and they're gone now. They're gone. But I will secure the crisps again. But yeah, I was munching on those last night. They're all gone now, though. Ah. Bat Sklenar. Is Brandon Sklenar involved in drama? I don't know about that. I know that he might be getting poached to the MCU, which I hope doesn't happen, because that could actually cause scheduling conflicts as to why he couldn't be Batman. I don't know if there's any like stipulations in the contracts there. Oh. Can you be in like the MCU and the DCU at the same time in leading roles like that? I feel like there might be something legal there. I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, that's all I'll say. To be honest, I do not mind long vids at all. I don't mind Future Boba coming in for more than one. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Anthony. No, yeah, I was just a bit cautious about it because my video is already 33 minutes. Worst comes to worst is if the Daredevil trailer comes out tomorrow, I might cut out my Daredevil content from my news roundup video. Only because I would have already made a separate video reacting to that new trailer and probably talking about similar things. So I can make it still a rough amount, like same amount of time than what it is now. Anyway, I saw somebody say earlier, like, a new trailer again already. Well, to be fair, we've only had that other trailer, and Daredevil Born Again comes out next month. So, like, we don't even have that much time until it comes out. And we haven't had actually an awful amount of marketing for Daredevil Born Again, if you think about it. So that's why I really feel like the rumor about the Born Again trailer coming out tomorrow could be true. And I hope it is true. Okay, so... Oh, no, I've lost it. Cedric, I swear you were up next. Wait. Brutal, where is the... Wait, I need to get to that super chat. The giant balls meme? Oh, man, no, I've lost the super chats. No! So we were on to Rob Rifkin's. By the way, if I've missed any of yours, please let me know. I'm going through them in order, so I've got a lot to catch up on. But I'm going through the unreliable page now. Cedric, thank you very much for the Bert super chat. Very thankful to see the resurgence of Berticus.
But so much of me is wrong, out of place.
What the hell am I listening to? Thank you, Cedric.
Thank you.
The giant balls meme. I think I know it. I'm just going to type in Pattinson giant balls into Google, and that does not look sus at all. Ah, you're talking about tiny cock. I know what you're talking about. Yes, your balls must be big, no. Giant balls with tiny cock. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Oh no, not this wrong one. Oh, there we go. There it is. That just out of context, like people must not know what I'm on about, but it's a scene where he plays that French king in The King with Timothée Chalamet. It is funny. I remember, yeah, Brew, I showed you that, didn't I? Tiny cock. It's just the way he says tiny cock. It's just so... Can't help it. Can't help it. Right. Charlie's Flicks Fix, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I'm so sorry it took me this long to get to your super chat. Let me just pouring a bit of drink there. Morgie has been reunited with Mandy. We are witnessing two chat friends reunite for the first time in approximately 3 months or more. The Mandy is a rare breed of viewer who pops up
again and again, but sometimes she hibernates for just quite a while in the chat. But when she returns to her pack, she is reunited with the Morgie.
Love you, Boba. Thank you, Charlie. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you for the super chat. Thank you for the kind words. Okay, National Geographic.
Here we have... Oh, God, no. Attenborough doesn't sound like that, does it?
No, I can't do an Attenborough voice. Attenborough. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
Very kind of you, man. Gwal power. I think Boba has a future in documentary voiceover.
Here we have the Mandy. Bloody hell.
Spicy profile photo. Where are we? Oh, Anthony's. I think Anthony's up next. Right. I need to engage with some... See, when I engage with the live chat while getting super chats, I feel that's where I really get off course. James McAvoy's Clayface. You know what? That would be sick. I hadn't ever thought about that, but James McAvoy, I'm convinced, is one of those versatile actors that he could play frickin' anyone. And, absolutely. Yeah, he could play a guy, like, in the vein of Jeff Goldblum's The Fly, descending into this mud monster of a man. Yeah, that'd be mad. I feel like people would receive that really well if it came out as a headline from Deadline saying, James McAvoy cast as Clayface. That would be insane. It really would. Like, oh my god, that'd be amazing. And if it turned out to be James Watkins, he'd be working with him again. That would be cool. Anyway, Anthony, thank you so much for the $20 super chat.
Thank you.
I watched all your videos. Just wanted to show some love. Keep it up, Boba. Really, that makes me very, very happy that you watch each one of my videos. Honestly, man, thank you just for sending in the kind words, sending in the super chat support. Means a lot, man. I know I keep playing it, but honestly...
Meant I could have a better life.
It's true. It is true. It means I can... I need to get some more clips. This is why I need a Stream Deck. Because on the Stream Deck, you can get like 35 buttons on that. And I can have up to 35 memes within my grasp. And when I... God, just you guys wait till I have 35 buttons to press on stream. We need sound effects. We need everything. We need like a Batarang sound effect. I need all kinds of sound effects. Would he consider playing another villain, though? That's the question. Boba, my boy, you think Alan Ritchson will be cast as Batman? I mean, I view Alan Ritchson as a Batman cast to be like Jensen Ackles. I'm not saying I don't see why people see him as Batman, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think he will be. No. Scythe Magnanimous 8. Boba. I'm just glazing myself here. I'm just reading out the lovely, kind words from people. Boba is so smart and intelligent. Thank you for your incredible commentary and videos. I mean, what can I say? You're subscribed to the right place. Boba alt account? Yeah, maybe. It's my alt. Cedric Hogan, secure the crisps. Thank you. Dude, yeah, you know what? I need some more crisps. Or as you Americans would say, chips. I have no chips in the house right now. I am in pain. I need chips. Salt and vinegar, preferably. I do like smoky bacon. Cheese. A lot of American places do cheese. Cheese Pringles. We don't have that over here. It drives me insane. Secure the sauce, man. I haven't had a Domino's in a little... Well, it probably hasn't been that long. I'm trying to not order it. But my God... I could kill a pizza right now. Oh my God, I could kill a pizza right now. Oh God, no, guys, you've started me off. I haven't had dinner yet, so like I am hungry, and a pizza. Like, this is me withdrawing from pizza. Anyone else out there comfort eats, you know exactly what I mean. Like, you know, it's such an easy way to get dopamine and deal with stress to just stuff your face with shit. And I am really bad for that. But now I'm 30 years old. I need to stop doing that because I'll get bloody type 2 diabetes at this point. You're eating chips right now, Hossam? What flavor? What flavor? We've now moved on to the whiskey, by the way. Right, right, so... Wait, why is it so small? Sakura Crisps, there we go. Bert. Morrison's Pizza for 75p today. Oh, was it on offer, Joe? Fair play, bro. 75 pence. Yep, whoever eats fries without ketchup is not to be trusted. Absolute truth. Like, truly, like, if you eat fries without ketchup...
You're wasting my time.
No, fuck's sake, I played the wrong one. Wait, what? How did I do it? How did I do the wrong one? That's F1.
You're wasting my time.
Guys, my buttons are all off. Yeah, no, it's this one.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
There we go. Nah, see, mayo, man. Like, mayo is just so overrated. Ketchup is like... Look, okay, look, you can like mayo, you can like whatever you want, but, like, surely... anyone who indulges in, like, lots of different sauces can agree that ketchup is, like, the OG. So, like, you know, ketchup always goes with everything. Like, fries, chicken, burger, like, everything. Like, ketchup is, like, such a good topping. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting... This is what I mean. Like, I need to get to the super chats, and I'm having a bloody argument about sauces. What did Cedric say? What did he say? I'm trying to find it. Cedric, I eat McDonald's fries without ketchup every time.
Interesting. No.
Okay. No.
Interesting. No.
Cedric, I challenge you. Next time you get McDonald's fries, I want you to get that little ketchup pot that they serve and dip it in that ketchup. Get yourself some chicken McNuggets. Dip that shit in the ketchup. And you'll thank me later. Anyway, Sour Diesel, thank you so much for your super chat. Final Batman 2 prediction, Freeze plus Court of Owls. That's your final Batman 2 prediction. Freeze and the Court... So I assume you mean Freeze will be the predominant villain in the movie, and the Court of Owls will be, like, teased for the end of it, I assume? To, like, set up part 3, maybe? I personally don't think so, but never say never. I really... You know what? Like, I think at this point, I never, ever pretend to know who the villain's gonna be. I see arguments for Court of Owls. Sure, Mr. Freeze would be awesome, but, like, would Matt Reeves really do that? Would he unwind the fantastical? He would, but is that going to be his villain? Is it going to be Hush? A villain that he even talked about himself years ago, where he even said, I'm not saying it's going to be Hush, but Hush. So, like, it's so tough. It really is tough to know. I actually, like, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, yeah, man, it's going to be this villain. I really don't think we can know. I think... At this point, Court of Owls, Hush, yeah, hell, Mr. Freeze to whatever. Like, everyone is just as equal as the other at this point, which really means if it's equal, we know nothing at all, really. I think maybe the slight one that rises above all else is Hush. Probably Hush. Just because it links back to Seeds in the first movie. Court of Owls technically does as well. Brutal, I'm sorry to see you go, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if you... Did you send in anything? I don't think you did. But either way, thank you very much for those super chats that you did send in. Really appreciate it, man. And I'm glad that you were here during the stream. Missed you on the other ones. And take care of yourself, man. And I look forward to running into you again very, very, very soon. Very, very soon. I did see the Kit Harington Hush rumors, but I didn't, like, talk about it in a video because it kind of came from, like, a source that has no source kind of thing, so I didn't want to entertain it. It didn't come from anywhere reputable, basically. Cupcakes Bliss. Cupcake Bliss. Thank you very much for the $5 freaking Canadian.
Thank you.
How much do you think the story from the Penguin will be in the Batman? I mean, I don't know if they would have changed things slightly, just with regards to, but I just, you know, like the fact that we know that Matt Reeves said that, like, well, you know, you had him talking about being a councilman, like, there's Councilman Hades, he wants to be in City Hall, he wants to be around friends of Councilman Hades and stuff like that. I think that, like, well, the biggest thing that I think people are forgetting about is that Councilman Hades told Oz that he would be subpoenaed. Being subpoenaed means that you're going to be summoned to court, whether it's, like, physically or virtually, as a part of Bella Real's new task force. So I believed that, like, that part of the Penguins should be in the Batman, like, these repercussions. But obviously Oz is going to worm his way out of it. And Brutal! Just to, like, jump to it. I don't know if you're still here, but quickly, if you are, like, I mean, since you're going, I'm going to quickly pull this up on screen. But Cupcake Bliss, I think that is the most organic thing. But long story short, since we're getting a season 2, I don't know if they're retooling any of that from what they were originally going to put in the Batman Part 2. Or if that's still going to be in it, but now they're going to do, like, another thing to, like, give us a season 2 by the end of the movie. In a similar way to how you had Penguin just standing there in Falcone's office. Brutal, man. What the hell? Like, on his way out, sends in his third $50 super chat. Oh, my God. Truly.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
I love it, though. Like, holy shit. I didn't really even mean to press that one, but, bro, like, what the hell? Like, as Penguin said.
Meant I could have a better life.
Like, dude is literally providing a better life right now. Brew, I don't know if you're watching this on playback, because I know you sometimes do, but again, man, cheers to you. Cheers. Wherever you owe Brutal some dinner. Yes, I do indeed. Some dinner indeed. You know what? I'll cook him dinner. I've been learning to cook a lot more in the past year, so I will happily do that if he was in England. Man deserves a good lasagna. Maybe a nice pasta dish. Maybe a cottage pie. A little cottage pie. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But I could, if you want it. Boba, can I still send you some pics of a few houses we're looking at in Texas? Absolutely, Scott. Yeah, man, I'd love to look at them. You know, DM me on Twitter or maybe Discord or whatever. And by the way, it was great. I know I wasn't really there too much after the last stream, but it was so cool seeing you guys talking in my Discord server. And by the way, people are in public voice chat right now. So if you want to, guys, if you want to join my Discord server, you can talk in public voice chat right now. There's like 4 people in there. I might join there after the stream again. We'll have to wait and see. I do need to get some food though after the stream. But where were we? So we had got to that one. Sour Diesel, Cupcake Bliss. Shout out to you guys. And Agent Llama Prop sent in the $2 super chat. Add a clip where he says, you want to go? Oh, yeah. You know what? It's funny you say that. Because I think when I was thinking of clips, I remember Matt Reeves talking to Zoe Kravitz in that, like, director-on-director thing they did. And, like, Matt Reeves just so casually said, oh, yeah, you want to kill yourself. And he just, again, like they were talking about the amount of work they had to do or something like that. And he just said it so bluntly like that, but it was brilliant. That I could do that, yeah. I might do that. But I don't know if that would set off any like community or like warnings from YouTube. I don't know. it would be a really good meme, but I don't know if it would demonetize the whole stream if I played it enough, you know, if I kept tapping it like. So you never know. You never know. Well, I'll look into it. Sequential Art Chick with another freaking super chat. Recently, there we go. Recently, there was a map out on female hero. Hold on.
Thank you.
Recently, there was a map out on female heroes in each state. What do you think? They used Google Trends, so what do you think? I haven't seen that, I don't think. There was a map on female hero. Sequential, you'd have to tag me over on the old Twitter so I could look at it. I would love to look at that, though. Scott said, dude, we stayed in there talking for like an hour and a half. I'm glad. I mean, I was there. And I went to get pizza, and I was like munching on my pizza so I wouldn't like, you know, crunch into the microphone. But I was listening the whole time, and I was loving what I was hearing. But yeah, no. I love public VCs like that. So yeah, guys, Discord link is linked in the top of the live chat. Oh, thank you, Sequential. I am pulling up the tweet now. Most popular female superheroes in each US state. Okay. Montana's Captain Marvel. Texas is Jessica Jones. Really? That's interesting. Wonder Woman dominates America. Wow. I mean, I know Wonder Woman's very popular, but like seeing it on this map. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Look how much Wonder Woman dominates. So Wonder Woman and Starfire on the left. Rob, take care, man. If you're off, I think you're off. You are. Take care, man. Thank you very much for your support, as always, Rob. Hope you are well. But yeah, I'm a bit colorblind, so I can't tell if that's Invisible Woman or Power Girl in Florida. Or is it Captain... Yeah, see, that's not helpful for me. Captain Marvel, Invisible Woman, and Power Girl, I struggle on a bit. Oh, no. So California would be Power Girl. Really? Really? California would be Power Girl? Interesting. Supergirl is so small, yeah. Batgirl... Wait, is it Batgirl in Texas or Jessica Jones? This is what I mean about my eyesight. Like, genuinely, I have color blindness. I cannot tell if Texas is Jessica Jones or Batgirl. I thought it was Jessica Jones, but now I'm seeing the color of Batgirl. I'm like, wait, is it Batgirl? That is the thing. Like, shades like that, I genuinely struggle. Okay, so Batgirl is Texas. See, I genuinely said at the beginning, Jessica Jones. Wait, who's Wyoming? Wyoming would be Black Widow, yeah. See, I can tell that. Like, Wyoming is blatantly different to the Wonder Woman color, but Batgirl and Jessica Jones is remarkably the same to me. Anyway, yeah, I find that really interesting.
Thank you.
Oh my god, every time I change scenes. I find that very interesting, Sequential, so thank you very much for sharing that. I did not know that, again, Google Trends as a metric. That, I mean, that is the Google Trends of each state. Power Girl, though, in LA, or like California in general. It's like, did think Power Girl was so much of a popular thing right now. To the point of where the whole state is like, oh yeah, mate, Power Girl. Buster Barnes back at it again with a... Where are we? With a £5 super chat. Thoughts on the runtime of Superman? Says Lurks. My thoughts on the runtime of Superman is, well, James Gunn has given us a clue in saying that it is under 2.5 hours. So I think it should be a crisp 2 hours, 17 minutes to 2 hours and 23 minutes. I do not have any logic behind it. Wait, do we have the official runtime right now? Is it out? Is there more news that dropped during the stream that I don't know about? Oh, wait, is there any... No, I don't think there's anything brand new. I'm just checking Twitter. Normally it'd be on Twitter. Superman is possibly 140... Where is this coming from? Because the only solid source that I'm aware of, and I feel like I would know, but you never know, I might not, is James Gunn saying it's under 2.5 right now. There is even more stuff about Clayface. Is there, though? James Watkins are the front runners to direct DC Studios' Clayface. And Jeff Wadlow. That's the same as what we heard earlier, by the way, via Deadline. It's just being reported by DC Film News as like a separate tweet. Like, you know, that's all you really need to know. It's nothing new. It's just them rephrasing it in such a way where it's like, okay, you know, pitches la-di-da-da with these two directors, and a different tweet saying that these two directors are the front runners. It's just a different phrasing. Anyway, Buster Barnes says, I love how unique the slate is so far and not generic. Me too. I know a lot of people like, why Waller and not Wonder Woman? I do get that. But I couldn't criticize the diversity, like the variety in the projects from the comics. Horror movies, war movie, revenge tale, True Detective, Batman with Son, etc. sounds great to me. Again, yeah, if you want to take the optimistic road, that sounds sick. It does. Like, Buster Barnes, I love the way you phrased all that there. A horror movie, right? Well, two technically, Swamp Thing and Clayface. War movie, Sergeant Rock. Who knows what kind of cool-ass stuff we could get in it. I am praying for, like, Justice League. Maybe we wouldn't get Justice League, Justice Society, rather, because that could steal a bit of thunder. But, you know, a live-action G.I. Robot, maybe. That would be pretty damn awesome. A revenge tale. What are we talking about here? Revenge tale. Peacemaker, maybe? What, like with Rick Flag Sr.? I feel like that would be patched up quite quickly, believe it or not. True Detective, Lanterns, absolutely. So hyped for Lanterns. Batman with Son. Just having a Batman with a Bat family is going to be crazy refreshing. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Supergirl, of course, with Ruthie and Krem. Yeah, Revenge Tale, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Supergirl. Absolutely. Identity, like self-journey, if you will. But yes, Revenge Tale for Ruthie. Yeah, I think if you want to paint it in, like, a pretty neutral way where it's just like, hey, man, like, we're DC fans. What Buster Barnes said there is absolutely spot on. Like, let's hope they're good projects. Like, let's hope they're written well and directed well. And, you know. Is there truth to Waller being greenlit? I talk about Waller in tomorrow's video, Jeff Snyder's report on that, because it intrigued me with the recent Checkmate links, if you will. Oh, Hasona, will we ever get daily uploads? I have uploaded daily at times, but honestly, for me, it depends on content. So, you know, when news is sparse right now, and again, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
I don't want to, like, flood the channel with, like, 3 videos in 3 days and then have nothing for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you know what I mean. So right now I'm spacing out the content, but sometimes, like, when the marketing for, like, let's just say Superman or the Batman was coming out, I was doing videos every day. I was doing discussion series videos, a new trailer video, a new TV spot video, a new Deadline article came out, so it was like a news roundup. It was like every day or like at least 6 days a week. So it's in between. It really is in between. Right now we're in kind of like the 3 to 4 videos a week stage. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, would love to get to daily uploads again, but I think I'm still figuring it out. DC content's been a bit slow, but I am moving more into other franchises like Marvel, and in news roundups getting into covering other things, you know. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Lurks, I talk about that in tomorrow's news roundup as well. We talk about the reception to Captain America Brave New World.
The city
Mandy,
streets are crowded for the holiday.
thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. That is incredibly kind of you. Holy crap.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
The city
Wow.
streets are crowded for the holiday.
Guy like me. Guy like me. Guy like me. Getting all that?
That is so... Mandy, I feel bad. I feel bad. You've been gone a little while. When you come back with 10 gifted, I think... You know what, Mandy? This is the first, like, mega dose of gifted memberships we've had in, like, a good few months. So thank you so much. Don't get me wrong. People have joined membership. Like, it'll pop up with saying, like, said users become a hero membership or something. But this is, like, the first 10 gifted we've had in quite a while. So thank you very, very, very much.
Guy like me.
Oh, God. Didn't mean to do that.
The streets are crowded for the holiday.
Wait, what? I didn't mean to play that one. Oz just coming out. Like, that ain't fucking right. I need to learn my buttons. This is why I need a stream deck. Once I get the stream deck, I can actually see what clip I should be playing. Right now, I'm trying to memorize it. Because I've been bad buddy and haven't been around. No, Maddie, no. You don't have to do it for that. But honestly, we all just missed you. Like, again, in my Discord server,
The city streets are crowded for the
I
holiday.
think everyone got pinged, and then I saw you online. It said, like, you were on your phone, so I tried to get your attention, and then I think Brutal tried to get your attention. And then in general chat, we were like, Mandy, come back to us.
The city streets are crowded
You're so
for the
close,
holiday.
yet so far away. Like, are you actually here, or aren't you? And you didn't respond. But I figured that's just because you got pinged, so you weren't really looking at what we were seeing. But we were trying to get your attention because we noticed you hadn't been around for a
The streets
while.
are crowded for the holiday.
But again, like, I get it, man. Like, life and stuff. And again, really appreciate the gifted. And Batman, the alert box is coming in strong.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
The OLED one. I didn't even know there was an OLED stream deck. I know there's, like, the new one with 35 buttons. There's one... There's one with, like, these different screens on it, but you don't have as much buttons. I think I'd rather have more buttons to bind stuff to rather than have this, like, I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Oh, Mandy, I had no idea you responded. Oh, damn. Oh, no, not Steam Deck. Stream. Yeah, I think it's called the Stream Deck. I know what you mean by the Steam Deck, though. Stream Deck by Elgato. Yeah, the Elgato Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is just something like, if you're streaming, you can press little buttons, if you know what I mean. And basically, it allows you to, you know, do this.
Meant I could have a better life.
Right now, I only have so many buttons on my keyboard to do that, so... I need a Stream Deck. I need, like, the one with 35 buttons so we could get lots of memes here. But anyway, Mandy, appreciate you a bunch. Very, very kind of you. And, again, a guy like me.
Guy like me.
Getting all that.
Getting all that?
Let me, can I see? We got the penguin. Yeah, the good old penguin thank you one.
Thank you.
Thank you. But yeah, I can't believe I missed it. I'm sorry, Mandy. I must have, like, was that, I think it was after my previous stream? Because maybe I went to go get pizza. And that's why I didn't see you type in general chat. But I'm glad you did. Jackson, great to see you here, man. Croc, good to see you. Are you too late? I don't think so. I mean, I am probably going to end the stream relatively soon because it's getting a bit later where I am. I haven't had dinner yet, and it's 20 to midnight. So, you know, getting a bit peckish. But yeah, Jay Shoko, I wasn't on about the Steam Deck. I don't think I'll get a Steam Deck because I've got a, what do you call it? Elgato, no, not an Elgato, a, Lenovo Legion Go, and it's like a Windows operating system one, so I don't want to be confined to just Steam. I like the idea of playing games past games on a handheld, if you know what I mean. I'm looking forward to the Switch too, though. We want Drew Goddard for Brave and the Bold. Interesting. Drew Goddard. Digital Wizard 69. Whoa, I just got a gifted notification out of nowhere. I didn't even know you were streaming. Well, thanks, Mandy. Digital Wizard 69. Absolutely. All thanks to Mandy. Absolutely.
Thank you.
All thanks to Mandy. Very, very kind of her. And as I said, those are like the first gifted memberships we've had in quite a while, so. And I love how, I know what you meant, by the way, because sometimes if you're not in the stream, you get the gifted membership like pop up on your phone as like a new email. Like YouTube emails you saying, you've been I don't know how they say it, but it's like you've been gifted BobaTalks membership. So, but I love that Digital Wizard, you came into the stream. And Mandy, what the hell? Are you?
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
You're out of your goddamn mind. You're out of your goddamn mind.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Mandy? That is too generous of you. 20 gifted memberships.
The city streets are crowded
Wow,
for the holiday.
wow. Thank you.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
I need more super chat gratitude clips at this point. I can't keep playing like the good
Guy
old
like me.
getting all that.
Getting all that?
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
I don't even need to replace this because it's, well, if only I could make it say 20. Again, Mandy, I'm lost for words. And chat, if you're new here, we have an alert every single time.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
As you can see, somebody joins membership. Batman will be saying, ironically, that the city streets are crowded for the holiday because they are starting to get crowded. I haven't seen this much green in the live chat in a while as well.
The city streets are crowded for the holiday.
Thank you.
Let's get a good old Riddler meme in there as well. Now you have to stream longer. Yeah, I piss off all the neighbors. They'll be like, I don't care about your
The
bloody...
city streets are crowded for the
I
holiday.
don't care about your gifted subscribers. Whatever. Just shut the fuck up. And I'll be like, you know what? Join my stream. You become a member. How about
The city
that?
streets are crowded for the holiday.
Oh, Jackson says, I'm doing a Gotham rewatch and it's so fun. Would you consider a pilot re-review? Yes. I mean, I was worried you were going to say a whole series. I don't know if I would have the time to watch the whole series.
For the holiday.
But to do a re-review on that would be cool. Yeah, I haven't seen the pilot in bloody years. Yeah, like the actual... I can't even remember. I mean, I remember like Mini Bruce, like
The
obviously in
city
Crime
streets are
Alley.
crowded for the holiday.
And Jim is there, or I remember like the little talk that Jim does at the GCPD. That's about it, though. Like, he was in, like, the cop uniform and stuff or something. Like, I don't think he was even in a detective outfit then. I keep wanting to do a Gotham rewatch. I love that show. Yeah, and a video idea that I've had for the longest time is to rewatch all the Red Band trailers. Like, just, you know, for the Gothamites out there, just doing a video on that and a bit of a commentary. And I do mean to do that. I keep forgetting, though. But that would be fun. Like, every Red Band trailer from, like, season 1 or 2... Like, we're including Mad Hatter ones and stuff. They'll probably get copyright claimed the crap out of because I feel like they played copyright music in those. And do you remember the Professor Pig Red Band trailer? That was epic. You know, the way they edited those was so cool. All right, let me... Oh, William O'Brien, thank you very much. In addition to, again, Mandy, thank you so much for your $20 individual memberships. Cannot speak right now. But William O'Brien just sent in an additional 5.
The city streets are crowded.
Very kind of you, William. There we go. I think I might, at some point, I might have to mute that alert box because... I don't know if it triggers some of you guys, but Brendan's Glennar is too controversial for me. Wait, why? What is this controversialness that I keep seeing? Like somebody said earlier that is Brandon Sklenar in drama, and I'm like, I don't know anything about this. Yeah, the city streets are so crowded right now. They should get an unknown for Batman, to be honest. I would say that Brandon Sklenar isn't like an absolute star fame point or whatever you want to call it. So I would say that he is probably like has more fame than Corin Sweat had out of Hollywood on Netflix. So I think Brandon Sklenar does qualify to an extent. He's definitely not A-lister or anything like that. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What has Brandon Sklenar been in? He's been in that 1923... Brandon Sklenar. Yeah, I wouldn't say he's incredibly well known. Like, don't get me wrong, he's had his fair share of projects, but I guarantee you, if I asked any of my family members, do you know who Brandon Sklenar is? They'd be like, no. Just like David Corenswet. Like, David Corenswet was on a Netflix show, Hollywood and stuff, but same with Tornadoes and stuff. I still think if the Superman trailer hadn't come out, they'd be like, who's David Corenswet? And I'm not saying that to insult. I'm trying to explain to you that Brandon Sklenar and Corenswet, I'm not saying they're unknown, but like compared to someone like Glenn Powell, like, you know, mad difference between fame. Now, these roles would and could be breakout roles for them, Superman and Batman and stuff, so. Did I call it Tornadoes? Forgive me. Not Boba calling Twisters Tornadoes. Wasn't there a movie called Tornado years ago, though? Or was it called Twister? I think it was called Twister, wasn't it? Twister. Or was it Tornado? No, Twister came out... Oh, when did Twister come out? 1996? Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up. Okay. Alright, look. When you're 2 hours into a stream, you start getting hypoxic, you know? There's not enough oxygen being flown into my brain through the blood circulating around my body, so I will call Twisters Tornadoes, you know? I can't help it. I absolutely cannot help it. I think Clayface will be R-rated with full-blown body horror. DC did describe it as their version of The Fly. Yes, I keep reminding people about The Fly as well. I absolutely, you know, if The Fly came out in 2025, you know it would be absolute R-rated level of disgusting level, you know, Jeff Goldblum like transitioning into a fly. It's and the fact that they've cited that as an influence for Clayface is, you know, I feel like The Fly would be like, you know, that episode in The Boys where that shapeshifter's like peeling off her skin and stuff. It would be like that. Yeah, I'm also surprised that they haven't remade The Fly. Yeah, absolutely. It would be shit. Wait, what, The Fly? I don't think it would be. I mean, the name, and it comes across old movie kind of newbie, but I think it could be a box office success. Just in the same vein as some of these corny movies are, you know? And The Fly isn't a bad movie. It's a very good movie with good acting at the time, you know? Amy, thank you very much for the £5 super chat, bringing in Bert, who looks actually, as I started screenshotting this image, kind of looks constipated. I mean, I know he's jumping up, but in this screenshot right here, yeah, look at him. He's like, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Meant I could have a better life.
Meant I could have a better life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Vic.
The Blob. Imagine if they called the Clayface movie The Blob. Oh, man. I have to tell you, man, I'm not used to drinking whiskey. But again, no, yeah. Amy, really appreciate that. Sorry that I caught Bert like this. Morgie, that means you have to start stitching together a constipated Berticus. It's just the chat demands it. Or at least I demand it, eh? That is the call of... That is the call of Bert. The Blob. Mr. Blobby. Constipated Bert. Could you imagine? You know what? I could imagine a Bert horror film in the same vein of Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? It could actually be kind of haunted. Cupcake Bliss, back at it again with another super chat. Thank you. You guys have been insanely generous this stream. Cupcake Bliss. Okay. Oh, God. Wait. Did somebody actually... Did any... I keep, like, skipping to super chats in the live chat, so I apologize if I missed it, but I did ask, like, is there any drama going on with Brandon Sklenar right now? Because I saw a couple of comments saying, isn't Brandon Sklenar too controversial? And I'm like, what am I missing? As far as I know, he's a sound guy, but maybe I'm missing something. Cupcake Bliss, thank you for the $2 Canadian. I'd still prefer Alan Ritchson as Batman. Look, man, I love Alan Ritchson. You know, I enjoy Reacher. Don't think it's the best written thing, but it's hella entertaining. I loved him as Hawk in Titans. What else have I seen him in? I think I've seen him in more things. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't think... You prefer Alan Ritchson as Batman over Sklenar. I personally don't, but I understand it. I do understand it. I just don't... like. I think he could fit incredibly amazing as in the suit of Batman. He would... But I think the act... You know, for David Corenswet, I could say that he's got that Clark Kent energy to him. But for Alan Ritchson, again, it's so hard to not make this sound like a backhanded compliment, because I like the guy a lot. If I was a casting director, I wouldn't cast him, because I don't think he pulls off the Bruce Wayne. He's not got that Bruce Wayne oomph to him that Christian Bale had, that... you know, the other actors have. Like that's the awkward thing, right? Richardson can play a great Batman under that armor, and you know, there's a few stunt scenes and him growling at some criminal. Yeah, absolutely. But do I see him as, like, Bruce Wayne, or a playboy billionaire Bruce Wayne, or even if you don't want to go playboy billionaire? It's like he's got the Batman energy, but can I sign off on the Bruce Wayne of Wayne Enterprises? I just would cast someone else. That's as simple as it gets for me, right there. Somebody else would be cast. Where is what I'm looking for? I can never find it. Okay. I still can't find it. No. I saw Sheep's super chat, and I was trying to find Wonder Boba. But Wonder Boba has been lost to the ethereal plane. And maybe that's a good thing. I used to have Wonder Boba ready to go on stream, but she's flown off. Yeah, where the hell? Ah! There's a little bit of Wonder Boba here. I mean, oh my god, we've been struck with all the Bobas of the multiverse. Whatever. Oh god, like, okay, wait, hold on. Right. There's Wonder Boba right there. Right there. Thank you, Sheep, for the super chat. You're my number one choice for Wonder Woman. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the support. Yeah, we got Schrober in the corner there. Where? There we go. There we go. So there you have it. There's my casting for Wonder Woman right there, guys. But we have Schrober in the corner. We have Boba Jordan up there. We have Bobolt of Rivia up there. We have Boba Man, or Aquaman, Aquaboba. Then we have... There's something about that Henry Cavill Superman edit. We have Bennifer of Yengeberg. That's the Yennefer of Yengeberg. We have a cheeky Anakin edit there. Who else do we have? Another Geralt of Rivia. Oh my god. They just get more and more progressively cursed if you think about it. Oh my god, we've even got a Yaskir. I didn't even know that. These are old Discord, like, fan art stuff, by the way. Really, like, this goes back 3-4 years, maybe? This is why you should... Boba returns. I love it. Like, again, you could create a whole multiverse off of this stuff. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why I'm a raccoon there. I have no idea, but... If anybody's joining the stream now, like, what did I walk into?
Thank you.
Right. I just... oh. Wait, what's going on? Why is that so late? That's strange. Oh, no, yeah, that's where I used to shave a bit more, William, I think. But I just... oh. Why is the alert box going at it again? Beware the Bobaverse. Yep, beware. Thank you, everyone. We are all up to date on Super Chats now. I'm trying to find other memes, but I don't... I mean, Jackson made this one. This one's absolutely cursed. I mean, what the hell is that? Like, that was David Cornsweat reading the comic. And now it's like me? Like, Jokerized? I like, what? And there's Cornsweat? Like, what's going on? Like, Jackson, why did you make these? This is what the chat comes up with. Like, the thing is, Jax, I actually can't remember the context behind these ones. I totally forgot. Like, I knew there was a Cornsweat one, but I forgot about me. I love it. I love it. The thing is, I welcome the cursed images. The more, the better. Absolutely. I try and save them all. I need to, like, gather them all again, but, oh, God. I love this one. I really like this one. Pengoba. Vic, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. He's a gangster.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Sequential, did I skip you? I don't think so, but maybe the stream page is all glitched out. Let me scroll up. No, unless I read out your one, Sequential, where you said about the heroes in each state. That was the latest one you sent in. Boba, did you skip me? Unless you sent in another one, but it's not showing up. Court of Owls. Right, so it's not showing up on my live stream page, so I'll refresh my other YouTube page. Where the hell is it? Boba, since it's a Clayface origin... There hasn't been another one. Oh, no, wait. No, there hasn't been another one. You sent in... Recently, there was a map on the female heroes in each state. You sent that in. And then the next one from you before that was about the whole Jason or Robin appearing alongside Batman in the Clayface origin, according to my super chat screen. So I have no idea what the hell the other one went. Where the hell the other one went. But I don't know what you said about the Court of Owls. But that is off, like, my YouTube back page. So the super chats that display on there should absolutely be every single one that was sent in the stream. Feel free to ask me the question, though. I just can't see that you did send one in previously. Okay. Sky, I'm quite scrolled back here, but I'm just 29, Boba. You're fine. I love pizza too, but not all the time. Yeah, no, that's the struggle, isn't it? If only we could have Domino's pizza all the time. Again, huge shout out to Mandy for sending in those 20 gifted memberships, and William for the extra 5. Everyone, really, for all the super chats. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Now,
Thank you.
Oh, God, I need to get rid of that Boba penguin image. Maybe I could get some of you in my Discord server. I don't know if anyone has even joined during the stream. Probably not, because I feel like I've kind of got everyone in my server that I could probably get. Yes, your balls must be big, no. Giant balls with tiny cock. God damn it. Did you guys hear that? I didn't realize Brutal clipped that. Yes, your balls must be big, no. Giant balls with tiny cock. Oh man, there's another clip? I think I've got it here somewhere. We need that, because I need to, like, you know what? Saeed is going to say some stupid shit in the future. And I just need to pull this out at some point. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Saeed after that point. I'm sorry, bro. I need evidence. Evidence. Jesus. See, I do love the stream clips. I feel like these could be archived, and I can add them to my my stream deck whenever I get one. We can clip those as well. Don't worry. Yeah, I need evidence. Evidence. It sounds like Monty Python, doesn't it? Evidence. Alright, we have been going for 2 hours and 8 minutes. So, I think that I just... Saved by the bell.
Thank you.
I was about to call the stream. But of course, a super chat will keep me here. I'm not going to disappear when super chats are freaking flying on screen.
Guy like me. Getting all that?
Because that would be scamming. I'm not going to do that. W's for Buster Barnes. Yeah, keeping the lights on, literally. I was like, you know what? 2 hours, 8 minutes. Okay, you know, it's been a good sesh. Good sesh. But literally, I would not leave if super chats are flying. That's not me telling you to send them in. I'm just saying, I think that would be very bad to do. It's just like, yeah, fuck you, I'm off. I did that once to Kalerion by accident. I had no idea. I brought his super chat up like this, and then I don't know if I was like tipsy during that stream or something, but then my mind got sidetracked, and I was like, right, okay, I'm gonna end the stream now, guys, goodbye. And then I was like, shit, I forgot to answer it. But then I answered it in the next stream. Anyway, Buster Barnes, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for these super... And I love how Kalerion's lurking in the background there. Good to see you, man. And by the way, I read one of your comments recently, and I meant to reply to it. I wish I could remember what it was about, but it was a lengthy comment, and it was on the video from like a week or maybe even 2 ago. But I really, maybe it was about Daredevil. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I'll reply to it soon, because I think I bookmarked it on my creator app. Anyway, who do you think is the best DCU casting so far? It's hard, and there's a lot to choose from, but for me, it's Millie as Supergirl. I think she'll smash it. Oh, I feel like my answer's gonna be really boring. I'll think it through. We've got Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart, Carl Chandler as Hal Jordan, David Cornsweet, Superman, Rachel Brosnahan, Lois, You've obviously got more background cast actors like, you know, freaking Wendell Pierce as Perry White. I think for me, it has to be David Cornsweet. I do agree with you that I think Millie Alcock is a really inspired choice, something that people don't appreciate. And again, like as I said, it pisses me off when I brought this up in one of my recent streams, I think, when someone's like, I see some people saying, oh, she's not hot enough to play Supergirl. It's like they want, I don't know, some conventionally kind of Scarlett Johansson has to be Supergirl or something. And it's just like, what? Like, what? Without rehashing that whole thing again, I think Millie Alcock's a really, really good fit for a Supergirl casting, especially one that is depicting the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow story. I think she's going to be absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. But for me, I still don't think I could say Millie. Like, Millie is up there, don't get me wrong, possibly like top 2 or 3, because I think for me, it's just, it goes back to the original castings of the DCU when I was so happy with David Cornsweet being in the front runners for Clark Kent, and Rachel Brosnahan was up against, obviously, the front runners for Lois Lane. And back then in those videos, I was saying to you, okay, now I've got a front runner list. You know, you've got Tom Brittney there, you've got these other actors. I was telling you, I was like, not Nicholas Hoult. He's got more Lex energy to me. Again, the clips are there. I was saying this the whole time. I'm not trying to blow smoke up my own ass, but I was like, I'm telling you. I remember people arguing with me saying, no, Nicholas Holt's more of a Superman. I'm like, no. Like, I can see kind of what you're saying, but no, I wouldn't sign off on it. But David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan were always my number ones. And they got it. And I think they're just such good. They have, obviously, this is why they've been cast as the characters. They're obviously so Lois and Clark that for me, those are my favorites. But Millie would be probably number 3. Yeah. I love Nicholas Hoult though, but yeah, it's hard to rank them, you know? Now you've like got me into a ranking brain mode. It's like, yeah. Where would I rank them? Maybe that could be a fun video. Maybe that could be a fun video. I'm going to write that down just in case, because it's kind of a random video, but once people start watching it, I think they'll question themselves, being like, yeah, where does Carl Chandler rank on my list of the entire DCU castings? And I think initially it comes off as like a boring title, like, oh yeah, my top casts in the DC. But again, once people start watching me trying to rank my own, I think maybe that would be interesting, because they would start comparing it and be like, no. Because the one thing about ranking videos, which is always interesting, is you always get either people completely agreeing with you or absolutely fundamentally disagreeing with you, where they can't help but engage. So it could be really good video, a really good video idea. Yeah, no, yeah, I respect it, Buster Barnes. Very good choice, and you know, depending on my mood, I could probably agree with you there. All right, Sequential Art Chick back at it again.
Thank you.
Very kind. I haven't had an opportunity to play this in a while, but so I'm just gonna play it.
Interesting. No.
You know what, Scott? That applies to, as what you just said there. Holt came in second for Batman and Superman. Damn. Like, can you imagine? Like, Holt went in as a front runner for Matt Reeves' Batman and James Gunn's Superman, and on both occasions, ladies and gentlemen, he was told this.
Interesting. No.
That must sting. But hey, he's Lex Luthor, so it worked out. Sequential Art Chick, thank you for your $10 super chat.
Thank you.
If I could pull it up. There we go. One of these days, Streamlabs will actually build in something where I can just click on your super chat and it appears on screen, but you can't do that without buying some other streaming thing. If Batman 2 has Court of Owls, then it's their first theatrical movie, yep, but not their first one DVD movie yet. Batman vs. Robin, TV's Gotham, absolutely. Harley Quinn, Gotham Knights, yep. Video games, Gotham Knights, and Lego DC. True, yeah. Technically, we've had Court of Owls in live action, as you said, through Fox's Gotham, but the first time in the actual movies. That'd be really cool. I'm not against it. I still think, like, if they were in this movie, we would still have a different kind of villain, and they would be, you know, propped up to be a third movie villain. So it's more like a 2-movie arc, but we get much more of the curtain pulled back. There's all kinds of ways of executing it that I see people saying. So it's very hard to truly think about how and if we're even going to get the court. But yeah, that would be dope. The first time for the court to be done in a movie, maybe Matt Reeves is interested in doing that. And maybe, yeah, maybe it could be Hush, right? But also the court is like the side. It's kind of like an appetizer for the... It's like having... You've got the main course with Hush, but you're also going to have an appetizer for the next movie already with the Court of Owls, if they go that way. But yeah, sequential.
Thank you.
It's just like when he's doing that, it's like he's trying to flap to take off and fly. Let me fly.
Thank you.
Right. Two-Face. I want Two-Face very well. I want Harvey Dent in the Batman 2. Absolutely. Harvey Dent. Absolutely. Hasona, do you see, again, thank you for your 3rd super chat. I think that's your 3rd one with the number 3 there. Do I see Alan Ritchson as a DC Batman a good fit? Okay, so as I said before, I think that Alan Ritchson could play DC Batman in the Batman suit, but do I think he could be a good Bruce Wayne? Not really. So overall, I wouldn't cast Alan Ritchson personally, but honestly, I really see him in a Batman suit. You know, again, like, imagine they filmed a cinematic sequence with Alan Ritchson in a Batman suit. They got a stunt double to do the stunt double stuff. La-di-da-da. We went over this, yeah, I know, but at the end of the day, Sona's sent in the super chat asking, so I'll say it again. I just don't see him as Bruce Wayne. I know, yeah, but the thing is, Sayful, it's really hard communicating this because I never want to make it come across like I don't think he has something like charisma. I think he does have charisma, but he doesn't have the charisma that I'm looking for with Bruce. Honestly, I just don't. It's not that he doesn't have charisma. It's not that you couldn't put him in a suit or a tux and have him deliver a speech charismatically. But it's still not the flavor of chips, if you know what I mean, that I vibe for Bruce. I don't know, man. I don't know if Alan Ritchson, he has gravitas with his physicality to bring Batman to fruition in a Batman suit. So yes, I think he could be in a Batman suit. But does Alan Ritchson have the gravitas of presence as an actor to be Bruce Wayne? That is where I struggle. Right there. And hey, I could be wrong. But thank you, Hasona. Thank you very much. Yeah, I would absolutely love him as Wildcat Sayful. That would be far more fitting for me. Far, far, far more fitting. Yeah, maybe, Sarah. Absolutely. Again, I'm a big fan of Alan Ritchson. I was a huge fan of him in Titans. I think he just comes across as a bit more of a dorky kind of... Not dorky, like, because, you know, look at Reacher, but he suits the more kind of jokey, flamboyant roles like Hawk in Titans, or... I know Reach is a bit different, but Reach is so different where he's just very monotone all the time. That's kind of... I wouldn't say it's easy to act, but it's not like he has to do a lot with the character in terms of range. I'm not saying he doesn't do a lot of work for the Reacher role. What I am saying, though, is, like, you don't have to be so versatile as Reacher, like, as you would for Hawk, or... you know, I can imagine him, you know, in some, like, the movies he's been in recently. He's a bit more of, yes, Buster Barnes, you have nailed it. He's a bit more of a jock-like trash talker. Like, Alan Ritchson, if the way I could sum it up is, he's like a casting who would fit perfectly in an American Pie movie. That's the only way I could explain it to you. That doesn't mean he's a bad actor. It doesn't mean that he can't be successful. It doesn't mean that he's not great as Reacher. It doesn't mean that he wasn't great as a vigilante Hawk in Titans. It doesn't mean that he couldn't be a really big DC character. But no matter what, I still feel like he would fit perfectly in a new American Pie movie. And as a result, I just don't see that as Bruce Wayne. There's something in me, and clearly, without me even having saying that, Buster Barnes said he's a bit more of a jock-like trash talker. That is it. Without me even talking about American Pie, Buster Barnes said he comes across as more jock-like trash talker type of character. So try and find a comic book character like that who's just as cool in a comic book suit. And maybe there's your Alan Ritchson casting. Now, who could that be in the DCU? Well, there's a lot of kind of jock-like trash talker characters. So, do you see what I mean? You know, I'm not saying the bloke doesn't have charisma. He does. Like, Alan Ritchson, man. But there's a different charisma that the other Batman castings have had. Like, Ben Affleck has that Bruce Wayne charisma. Christian Bale had that Bruce Wayne charisma for that world. Robert Pattinson has more of the charisma in the sense, like, this is ironic to say because he fits within the confines of Matt Reeves' story where Bruce Wayne is nothing but a hermit. He's not even out there publicly. He's literally a recluse. But he's still more Bruce Wayne to me, who and fitting for that point in the story where he's yet to come out of his shell a bit more. Do you see what I mean? Alan Rich, I don't know. I could talk about this for 2 hours, clearly, so I'm going to stop there. Whew. Anyway, guys, with that being said, almost 2.5 hours into this stream, I'm going to have to end it here. I'm going to get some food now. But I do encourage you to join my Discord server. I don't want to end it again. It's been a great time. I really do want to say thank you again.
Thank you.
For all of your super chats. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. It's very, very helpful, especially in times like now where, you know, it's a bit of a slow start to the year and stuff. So the live stream support that you guys provide goes a long way, and it just means a lot. You know who you guys are, the regulars in the chat. Even if you didn't super chat, thank you for showing up. We've had a good concurrent viewers of almost 200, 150 to 200. That's awesome to see. And yeah, I would love to get you more involved in the community by joining my Discord server. The link to that should be up there somewhere, like somewhere up in the live chat. Join my Discord server. It would be great to see you in there. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, whatever else. It is always just at BobaTalks or whatever the handle is. Take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Or I'll see you in my Discord server after this. I might stream on Sunday, by the way. Might stream on Sunday. If, like, maybe crazy news happens, or we just do a good old-fashioned Sunday Boba Church stream. Goodbye.